Hi, boys and girls. So today we are going to read a book called Ick and Crud, Going to the Vet. Ick and Crud, Going to the Vet. So our author, or the person who writes the words in this story, is Wiley Blevins. And our illustrator, or the one who draws the pictures in the story, is Jim Palet. Let's get into our story. Ick and Crud, Going to the Vet. So first we're going to meet the characters. So we have Crud, the dog here. We have Ick, this little dog here. We have Miss Puffy, who's a Siamese cat. And we have Bob, who is the pet owner of Ick and Crud. So it says, Bob set out 2 small crates. Ick and Crud knew what that meant. A trip to Grandma Bob's house or the vet. I wonder which one it's gonna be. I'm not falling for that again, said Ick. Ick and Crud backed away. Bob tossed a bone into each crate. Be strong, said Crud. But it looks so tasty, said Ick. I can almost feel the crunch. It's just a trick, said Crud. Ick inched closer to the crate. He sniffed. The dog bone smell filled his nose. Don't do it, begged Crud. So Crud is trying not to get Ick to go into that cage, but Ick cannot resist that bone. Let's see what's gonna happen. Slam! But in walked Ick. Snap! The crate door slammed shut and locked. So Ick is in the cage. Crud buried his head under his paws. Was it worth it? He asked. Ick gnawed on his bone and shook his head up and down. Okay, buddy, said Crud. For you. I'll go where no dog should ever go. Crud took slow puppy steps into the other crate. His head hung low. So he's like, is it worth it, Ick? Should I eat that bone? And Ick is like, yes, that bone is good. So he's going slowly into the crate. Snap! The door slammed shut. Bob grabbed the crates and loaded them into his car. Ick liked car rides so much more than Crud did. Ick liked to bark at the other cars, at kids walking by, and at the shadow of his tail. Ick also liked to hang his head out the window. He liked the way his tongue flapped in the air, but not this time, not in this crate. So he just barked and barked and barked. Can you please stop yapping? Asked Crud. I have a headache now. The vet can take care of that, said Ick, and kept on barking down Maple Street, up Elm Street, across Main Street, and all around the town until they got to the place they feared most, the vet. So it says veterinary. Ick tried to bark to show Bob what a bad thing he had done, but instead of woof, he could barely squeak out a whoop. Crud liked that. Eat a pickle. Let's get you two inside, said Bob. The vet is waiting. He pushed open the office door. A lady with hair like a French poodle's greeted them. Have a seat, she said and pointed. Bob unlatched the crates. Out tumbled Ick and Crud. They looked at the only empty seat. Beside it sat Mrs. Martin. On her lap, Miss Puffy posed. So you remember Miss Puffy, the Siamese cat, licking her paws like they were lollipops. Oh, Ick, said Ick. "Oh, Crud," said Crud. "Do you think she saw us?" "Hello, boys," purred Miss Puffy. "She saw us," whispered Ick. "Are you here for shots?" asked Miss Puffy. "Shots!" Ick cried. "Oh, no, 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 no. Don't listen to her, Crud. I'm sure it's just a checkup." "Of course, Miss Puffy," said Miss Puffy, and she hissed a laugh. "I'm here to get my picture taken," she said. "The vet is making his calendar for next year. I'll be January." Crud rolled his eyes. "What a sad start to the year," he whispered. Then he looked away. In the window, Crud spotted a turtle. He barked, "Hello!" He would have called out the turtle's name, but he didn't know if the turtle had one. The turtle never said, so Crud called him Turtle. It was better than calling him Pickles, which is what Ick wanted to call him. "Look who's here," Crud said. Ick lifted his paw in a wave. "Now I want to eat a pickle," he moaned. Turtle slowly lifted his head and winked. Crud was sure he heard a little turtle giggle. As he turned around, he found out why. The vet stood in the doorway. In his hand was the largest needle Crud had ever seen. Oh no. What's going to happen next? "Yowza!" said Crud. "Uh-oh," said Ick. "Ick and Crud," the vet called. "You're next." Ick darted under Bob's chair. "Come on, boys," said the vet. Ick grabbed onto the chair leg. Oh, he grabbed the chair leg. How do you think Ick and Crud feel when they saw that big needle in that vet's hand? Yes, I would be scared. Let's see. "Come on," said Crud. "I'm not going in there alone." "Nope, not gonna do it," Ick said. "You go ahead and tell me about it later. Send me an email." "Bad times are never so bad with a friend by your side," said Crud. "Or at least that's what Bob always says." "This chair leg is my only friend now," said Ick. Do we think Ick is gonna go in there, or is he gonna make Crud go in there all by himself? Let's see. He licked the leg. Bob squatted. "Come on, boy," he said. He grabbed for Ick. "No way, Bob," cried Ick. With Bob on the floor, Crud saw his chance to escape. He took off for the front door. Bob jumped to his feet and scooped him up just in time. Then Bob tugged on Ick's collar. "Come on, boy," he said. Ick kicked his paws all the way to the big white room. "Have fun," purred Miss Puffy. Once inside, the vet quickly shut the door. "Who's first?" he asked and waved the needle in his hand. "It's just so big," said Ick, staring at the needle. "You can go first," said Crud. "I don't mind." "It's just so big," said Ick again. "Go on, Ick," said Crud. "I insist." Crud slipped behind him. The vet reached down to grab Ick, but Ick rolled on his side and did a backflip and landed behind Crud. Then pushed Crud towards the vet. "Sorry, buddy," he whispered. So they are just trying to figure out who's gonna go first, and neither one of them wants to go first to get that shot. The vet scooped Crud up, plopped him on the table, and plunged the needle into his hairy butt. "Oh!" cried Crud. "Bad vet! Bad, bad, bad!" Ick froze. The vet handed Crud a bone and put him down. Then he reached for Ick and lifted him onto the table. "It's just so big," Ick mumbled. He grabbed his butt. "Oh, the horror!" Ick moaned. "Why, oh, why did I look?" Crud gnawed on his bone and didn't look up. Help me, Crud. I'm too young to die. I'm too pretty to die. I'm too cuddly to die. I have so many more squirrels to chase and so many more flowers to be on. Oh, the horror. The vet plopped Ick back onto the floor and handed him a small bone. What just happened? Asked Ick. You got a shot, said Crud. When? Asked Ick. When you were crying like a scaredy pup, said Crud. I don't cry, said Ick. Then he looked back at his butt. It was just so big, he said. I shouldn't have looked. But you didn't feel a thing, said Crud. So, will you go first next time? Ick shook his head. Is that a yes? Asked Crud. Ooh, that would be a no, said Ick. Are you sure? Asked Crud. As sure as I know that the only good day is a day with you, said Ick. So, even though he didn't even feel the shot or remember the doctor giving him a shot and he got his bone, Ick still didn't want to go first next time. Okay, buddy, then let's go home, said Crud. They both hopped into their crates and happily chewed their yummy bones all the way home, even though neither could sit down. The end. I hope you guys enjoyed that book because I know we all get a little nervous when we're going to the doctor or dentist or when our pets have to go to the vet. And I know our pets can sometimes get nervous when they go to the vet. But I hope this book helps you feel better and know that everything will be okay at the doctor. And most of the time, you get to even get a treat at the end of your checkups or getting shots. I hope you guys enjoyed that story. Bye.